Hi, Daniel Hayes. Just going to read the last 3 pages of my book. It's about judgment. Real estate can be all-consuming if you want it to be. You can earn $1 million a year, but it comes at a cost. Some people have the skill set to do this. I'm not one of them. I have a great awareness today that life is incredibly short. Just a blink, really. Your kids grow up that fast. Your parents age so quickly. I can honestly say I'm present today in all areas of my life. Today I'm much wiser, smarter and stronger. Hand on heart, I wish I could say that I've no regrets after a decade in real estate, but I do. The windscreen of the car is a lot bigger than the rear vision mirror for a good reason. No matter what, and really no matter what, you just got to keep looking forward and moving forward. I'll finish my book by telling you a great story that was shared from the floor of an AA meeting in the US by a guy named Bob E. I found it incredibly inspiring and so relevant in my life today. It's a story of an old man who lived in a village in Europe who owned a magnificent white horse. The villagers told him he was crazy not to sell the horse. It was worth a small ransom. You could live like a king and move into town if you sold it. The old man said to the villagers, I cannot sell my horse. My horse is my friend. He's worth more money to me. Later that night, he's worth more than money to me. Later that night, the horse escaped and ran away from the old man's farm. The villagers came running down and they said to him, You are a fool, old man. You should have sold your horse, for you no longer have it now. The old man said, I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. I no longer have my horse. 2 weeks later, the beautiful white horse returned, and with it came another magnificent 8 wild horses. The villagers came running down and they said to the old man, You are right, it was a good thing that the horse ran away. You now have plenty of horses, and now you are a rich man. The old man said, I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. I know that I now have more horses. 4 weeks later, the old man's son was riding one of the horses and had a nasty fall and broke both his legs and he was paralysed. The villagers came running down and they said, See, it was a bad thing that the horses came to your farm. Because of them, your son now has broken legs and can no longer help you around the farm. The old man said, I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. All I know is that I love my white horse. He ran away. It brought me more horses back and now my son has broken legs from a nasty fall. 6 weeks later, the country went to war against a much larger nation, and all the sons were recruited to the war. The fathers knew that their sons would not return. The old man's son could not go because he had broken legs. The villagers ran down to the old man's house, and they said, You are right again, old man. Your son will live, and our sons will die. The old man again simply said, I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. All I know is that I love my white horse. It brought me more horses back when it ran away. My son fell off one of the horses and cannot go to war because he has broken legs. This story is so relevant if you put it in the context of your life. Good and bad, life just seems to be of equal value. Who the hell am I to judge? Seriously, over the last decade, when doors opened up for me, my life transformed. But then other doors shut, and my life transformed again. Good and bad, up and down, round and round we go. It's called life. I'm more patient today. I can hold my nerve when things aren't going my way. It's about living large, thinking big, taking risks, and trying to be a great dad. It's easy to be spiritual at the top of a mountain with no one around. But how the hell are you travelling when 4 of your top salespeople just walk out the door? Are you still going to pick your daughter up from rowing? Are you still going to cook that meal with your kids? It's all about keeping perspective and valuing what is truly important. Some of us learn this the hard way. When the dark periods in my life come again, and they will, I'll just hang in there because today I have enough faith, enough experience, enough time on the rack to know that the next door that's about to be opened will be made of gold. The end.